Hello and welcome to backinmydaygames.com. I'm Airborne Cow, and today we are going to be taking a look at recent developments in my current build of Cryptic Tale 2 and how that is going, what to expect as far as what the quest engine and chat and story point system that I created, how it all is just going to mesh together and create a nice, easy workflow for myself, as well as just see those elements and how they're going to play out. And keep in mind, like the chats and stuff, the way that they're displayed, it's all a little edgy because, well, it's just doing just that. I didn't create any sort of display animation to play before you see certain things or certain scenes. So it's very static. It's just here it is, here it is, here it is. But I was able to devise a decent workflow. And but before we get started, if you haven't ever visited, visit backinmydaygames.com to check out my website. Um, if you want to send me an email, go ahead and send an email to backinmydaygames@gmail.com. I realize I did not put any contact information on my website yet because, well, I've been building a game, so you kind of can do one of the two, um, make a game or work on the website. Um, on this website, you will find a few games that I have finished. One of them being Cryptic Tale, and that is it's more of a prototype game. I'm gonna be honest, but if you want to support the development of Cryptic Tale 2, go ahead and download that game. Even if you don't donate, if you just give it a playthrough, that's great. And yes, there are some misspellings in the story because the way I developed the first chat system I ever made, I didn't make it easy for myself. I did not use a database. I did not use anything fancy. It was all hard coded values. And it got down to the point, and I was like, oh, I want to move on to Cryptic Tale 2, so that's what I did. Get to the Super Boss is my first game developed without Unity, using just Visual Studio, and it's an interesting little game. It's very short. You fight a little. It's kind of like Space Invaders. You fight a few aliens, and then after you fought a few, a boss shows up. If you can beat him, you get to fly through the golden door at the end. So go ahead and play that. Flying through the gold door at the end, I would say, is quite satisfying. So go ahead and give that a try. And as for Cryptic Tale, this downloads straight to your computer. This is going to take you to itch, where I have published my game and probably will be publishing my next. All right, so let's get into it and let's see. We're going to get to see the opening of Cryptic Tale 2 here. You know what? I did not. Excuse me 1 second here. Yeah, I did not uncomment some necessary lines when I made this build, so yikes. We're going to go ahead and close this before it gets too far into this. This will be good. You can actually see me work. So I created an API for myself to reset some of the database settings, um, and just stuff like that. That way I don't have to, when I'm testing, I don't need to go ahead and reset those tables myself. Just need to save that. Save that. And we'll go ahead and do a build. Open second folders. was gonna say that was lightning fast. Just double check here. Yeah. All right. And we need to make sure my database is present in the game, which it went ahead and overrided it. Thank you for that, Unity. Oh, and this will be a good thing for you to see. If you want to incorporate a database into your build, all you have to do is drop it in your data folder that Unity makes so that way you can access it. That was a bit of a pain for me to figure out as well. And it was like, it ran so easy in Unity. And then when I built it, you know, because I needed to make sure my database worked in the build, and I knew there was going to be an issue with it, and that was it. You need to drop your database in here. So what I do is I just go ahead and go to my assets folder, find my database, and make a copy of it. Bring it back over to the build folder. It's build 2 is the data. And there we go. Now I have a working database within my build that I can go ahead and play my game with. And I'm going to go ahead and leave that database open. So, well, I mean, that's the plan. So people can get in there and do whatever they want to the game. There's no password on it. If you download, I use this DB browser for SQLite. It's a very good application. You can navigate, create your database, navigate through it. It's been just a wonder. I thought I was going to have to make my own tool to do it, but I found this and it's been great. Okay. Now let's do it again with that recompiled, non-restarting us code. That would have been would have saw some interesting bugs if that was it. All right. Rust, wake up, sleepyhead. I had to do all the chores this morning by myself. Well, I hope you rested. You're rested. Gondor is waiting for you in the forest to the east. He seemed more eager today than usual. Hurry up, I am going down to the river to fetch a pail of water for lunch later. Maybe you can join me. I'm planning to make it something special. Tee hee. Oh man, that is corny. Well, hurry up and go meet old Gondor. I will see you later. Oh, I almost forgot. Can you help my brother find his dog? He took off this morning chasing one of the farmer's floofs. Well, see ya. And here you can see you're kind of got like a Zelda, like walking around to it. This is Russ' house. Russ' home. Um, this is going to be the entrance out into the overworld. I'll go ahead and show you where the forest to the east is. We have some Pokemon like speed elements here. Here's the forest to the east, where you'll go and you'll fight Gondor as he teaches you how to battle. Trying to remember. Gonna have to bear with me here. It's Floof. See, give him a speech element here. Go ahead and talk to the dog because that's the dog the brother lost. Dog must be getting slower. All right. He has bark bark. because you haven't accepted the quest yet, so he's not going to do anything. And that up there was just my floof pen I made. Each one of those has I developed an NPC class, and you can pass different parameters in for different movement patterns, things like that. Here's the mayor's office. After you, I don't want to spoil anything, but after you rescue Audrey from the river, um, and you show up, some people from the Dark Kingdom are gonna storm the place, and you know, typical stuff. Here's another NPC's home. I was gonna have this be the farmer's home. Layout's essentially the same. I don't plan on adding anything unique until I'm like, okay, the game's done, and go back and start refactoring, things like that. That'll be the entrance to the river right here. Oh, and I'll also show you the menu here that I obviously did not do a good job on. Um, there's supposed to be an exit button at the bottom of this, but yeah, you can get to your inventory and things like that. Let's hope this destroys on the next scene. Okay. But yeah, I didn't set any parameters for that to be anchored to the scene. This is the first time I've done a build with this, so some things I had imagined would be a little clunky. I took a little more care with the chat system, and I do plan on freezing the sprites when they are talking. It's just for now I figured I wouldn't bother with that. My dog ran after a floof this morning. Audrey said she would ask you if you could help. Will you help me? Please rest. If you say no, then you're going to see that same dialogue again because you did not start the quest. You say yes, you have started the quest, and therefore you get a different dialogue. He's so grateful you're going to find his dog for him. And now we got to go capture that dog. Oh, missed him. Missed him. Alright. No escape this time. Alright. Bark, bark. Now we got him. I was pretty proud of that idle animation where he's dripping the drool there. Little bit of bugs there, but it's fine. Fine for now. Anyway, thank you for bringing him back. I was worried one of those nasty monsters that have been appearing lately would have got him. You need to be more careful, Mr. Wolfus. My dad brought me back a surprise from his visit to Purpletown. It's all yours. And I hopefully, yeah, you'll be able to see the prize here. And this menu will not be a see-through in the actual game. It's just, I needed something. Anyway, you click this, you can use it, and what I'm thinking about for the game is not having very many items. Um, I'm thinking that the purple GURP might act more like an Estus flask from Dark Souls in a way, and I have some ideas that might be fun with that. But anyway, this is the dirty version of what I have so far, and if you use it, you know, used it, and you can't see it, but it would have healed you if you had low health, but obviously you can't see any of those menus yet. The database is there for it, it's just not doing anything. I've also thought about doing away with that ability to even use the item and just use it in combat, but you know. But anyway, that's it. That is what I have thus far. We can go ahead and take a little preview at what's coming up for the battle system. And what I'm thinking about for the battle system is the East Forest tutorial place. For the battle system, you'll have your health, you'll have your ability to use your purple GURP and things like that down here, that little bar. And I did take away the three-dimensional walking for ease of combat and lowering the complexity and just helping with the development time. Obviously, if I'm done before a year's up, you know, I'll probably think, oh, we could probably add more elements to this. There's an attack based on your orientation. There's an orientation variable that's just being set as you're walking around. So it knows whether or not, if you're walking down and you press attack, it knows it needs to attack in that direction. And just things like that. So that is it for this build of Cryptic Tale. Um, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Thank you.